and welcome to Quinity by AC. My name is Kristen and thank you for joining me here. Today's session is a physio fit session. That means that we are going to be doing no jumping and we're going to do it a little bit more moderate than some of the other sessions here on Quinity. It's a follow along session, so I will just smoothly guide you from one exercise to the next one, starting with a warm up and then continuing to doing some exercising standing, and we will be using a chair and some exercises sitting, but we won't be lying on the floor. So you will bring, besides the chair, an exercise band. You can use exercise band like this, or maybe you have this, then you will need to make a little loop of and put a little knot so you have a tight and good exercise band. But you can do the exercises without it as well. So to begin with, make sure that you are engaging your core muscle and you are listening to the tips and tricks I will tell you along the way, engaging your core muscle and keeping your chin in and your chest upwards. So don't worry about the setup, I will guide you. So bring your equipment and we are ready to go. Putting this chair a little bit at the side to start with, putting your exercise band out, and we are ready, standing with our legs in a little bit of width position, moving arms up and inhaling, keeping your chin in and moving arms up and down. Again, lifting ourselves up, going back again. Two more, inhaling, getting ourselves ready and moving out to the side. One more to go. Standing up here and exhale. Reaching from one side to the other one. Continuing to the middle. Doing a little bit more rotation up that spine. Putting our arms back up again. And going for the middle. Squeezing and engaging that core area. And of course your pelvic floor. We are gonna do a little bit of a bending and stretching in our legs, keeping those shoulders down, chin in, and doing good rotation. Your spine will love you for doing these rotation. Getting back into a straight position, lifting up and going back to a squat. Squeezing our thigh muscle, our glute muscle, keeping your chin in, pushing up. Good to come back up on your toes for a little of a challenge of your balance, reaching up. Continuing but pressing those arms out. Are you not fond of doing a bit of squatting? Then you can just do a less range of motion, and if it's not bothering your knees at all, just go all the way down. Pressing our arms back up into center. Inhaling and exhaling. Two more. Lifting and back down again. Getting up and moving one leg out to the side, opening up in your hips and relaxing your shoulders, using your arms a little bit for balance support, squeezing your ab muscle, and one more for each leg, going the opposite way, drawing a circle inwards and keep alternative between your right and your left leg, keeping your chin in. And one more on each, going in front and back in. Getting into a little bit of a width distance, moving your arms back, turning it into a bit of a boxing, squeezing your core muscle, and you can go a little bit faster, reaching and getting your power from your core area, keeping your shoulders down, even though you're moving with your arms. And we are gonna go a little bit further down. If not comfortable, you just go a bit up again. So try to get a bit shorter breath using your arms, doing the rotation. And we are gonna go for another 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, keep on, 3, 2, and 1. Getting up, reaching up, squeezing your glute area, back down again. Toe and knee pointing the same direction, squeezing, lifting up, back down again. Inhaling as we go up, exhaling as we go back down again. 4 and back. And engaging that core muscle, of course not your glute muscle, but also your core muscle, reaching up. Going into center, moving and twisting. Going for another 4 and 3. Keep that straight alignment. 2 and into the middle, reaching up and down. Getting a little bit of a pulse-focused exercise again. Moving up and down. Bending a little bit in our knees. Pointing in to the center. Twisting and back up again. 4. Another 4 and 3. 2 and leaning on our left leg or the opposite as before. Lifting up. Go back down again. As we go up, squeezing our core area and getting that glute muscle working. Looking down, seeing your knee and your toe in the same direction. Lifting up. 4 and back down again. 3 and 2 and 1 more to go. And getting back into center. Reaching back, doing good circles, and you can also go a little bit more slow, all depending on you. So going back here or moving a little bit faster. For another 4, engaging those core muscles. 3 and 2, and hands on your thighs, moving down, making an extension in your lower back. Lifting up, doing a flexion, hands on your thighs, and back up again. Squeezing, chin in, up, and another one, going down, and all the way up. Very good. Bring your exercise band, and you might want to keep your chair next to you, getting this band up, right up off your knees. But as I said in the beginning, you can do the exercise with no exercise band. So we are starting out by doing a squat. So going down for 2, one side, and to the other one, squatting down. And this exercise band, depending on how tight it is, will try to pull your knees towards the middle, but try to keep your knees out and feeling your muscle working on your outer thigh, bringing it down, back again. And you can do a lesser range of motion if squatting down is getting you any troubles with your lower back or maybe your knees. Keeping your butt back and knees behind toes. Going out, 2 for one side, and bring it back again. And if squatting is not your style, lifting up here instead is a possibility. We'll come back to that later on. Chin in, lifting up. Inhaling and exhaling, bringing your arms in front of you and back, doing a retraction with your shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. A few more, going out to the side and back in, out to the side and back in again. Doing a lifting up here, moving a little bit down, reaching, or maybe you want to be walking on the spot, getting that butt back, lifting up on your toe, chin in and chest up. Moving with our arms. Maybe you can go a little bit further down, or else you just stay up here and go all the way up here. Getting up for a walk on our toes, or you can do a normal walk right now and getting back walking on the spot. Try to get up on your heels for a bit of a balance challenge and to engage the muscle in front of your chin, the one who's lifting up the foot every time you walk. So lifting up, back on our toes, chin in and chest up. Walking, lifting those knees a little bit higher, and then we bring our toes up, lifting, and you should feel it in front of your shin. I think it's called lifting, moving up, walking out for last 8, inhaling, and for another 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Grab your chair. Just keep the exercise band staying put. Going out here, straight position. Hands on your chair in a good safe position. And we are going to go down bending and straight up again. Doing a modification of a push-up. If this is too much, you can bend your knees. Going down and up again. Or you can put one leg in front of you, bending and up again. If this is too much, you could be standing here doing the retraction of your shoulder blades, engaging your core muscle. And if you have started out doing the push-up with me, you might be thinking, stop talking and let's do the last few, bringing it down and up again for another 4. Up we go, chin in, and 2 more, squeezing our ab muscle and back again. Getting up, getting those shoulders back, and get your chair, maybe for a little bit of support, squeezing your abdominal muscle, standing in a nice position on a right leg. Maybe you need a bit of support or else you don't touch your chair. Moving one leg up, going back again. So lifting up, using the muscle of your hip, lifting and going back. And just continue, I'll show you from the side, up and back, squeezing. When we are moving our leg back, make sure that you stay in the same stable position with your lower back. Don't do any kind of hyperextension. Use your core muscle to keep your alignment. Moving in front and back again for another 4. Reaching back. 3, inhaling, and 1 more to go. Squeezing and bringing that leg back. Turning your chair around, doing a bit of a setup for the push-up again. So going down while we're resting our legs, squeezing, or the alternative, you can bend your knees a bit, or maybe you want to put one leg in front of you, or you can do the retraction if you have something with your wrist, so it feels uncomfortable, and if not, you're just coming along with me. That's good about exercising. If you do it on a regular basic, you will be stronger and stronger. So keeping that chin in for another 4. Engaging your core muscle, your pelvic floor, 2 more to go. Lifting off and 1 more, getting back up, getting a bit of support maybe. Standing on your left knee now, so make sure you have alternative to the other leg. Straight position, lifting that knee up, going back, squeezing your glute muscle. Inhale and exhale, keeping your core nice and tight. So using those muscles every time we make a step, going up and down stairs, engaging your hip flexors, keeping your chin in, and don't think about anything else besides feeling your core muscle, your hip flexors, and your glute muscle working. Going back and forth, inhale and exhale. We are just gonna grab the last 4, moving back, and 3, 2 more, lifting up, back down again, and 1 more, and back. Turning your chair around, putting your hands on the chair. Don't worry, no more push-up. We are gonna bring one leg in. If this is uncomfortable for your arms or shoulders, you can go down on your forearms instead. So try to reach the sitting area of your chair, squeezing and feeling your ab muscle working. If this is too much, you can go standing up and down, or you can take off the exercise band. So engaging your core muscle in this modification, or come along with me, reaching for that chair. Looking down, easing off. Or maybe you have a chair where you can rest your head a little bit, squeezing, going in and out. 2 more on each, engaging those core muscles, and 1 more for each, going up and back down again. Feet in front of you and shoulders back and easing off, hands on your hips and moving back a little bit. So take that exercise band off if you have one on, and we are just gonna put the chair a little bit on the side and do a bit of loosening up here. Get into a wide position between your legs and lifting up one knee at the time, relaxing your shoulders, inhaling and exhaling, coming back into center and getting one knee up, alternative to the other one, kicking, lifting up. You can do a less range of motion, or maybe you want to stay on the spot, lifting your knee up. So leaning back a little bit, engaging your core muscle, inhaling and exhaling, reaching up, back down again, chin in, lifting up. Very good. For another 8. That was 1. Lifting 7. And 6. Getting a bit shorter breath. 5 more. 5. Lifting. 4. Using your arms. And 3. Lifting up. 2. Alternative. And 1 more on each side. Very good. Sitting on your chair in a nice comfortable position, and we are just gonna point our thumbs inwards, and we are gonna opening up, squeezing the muscle between our shoulder blades in and back again. So keep going. I'll just show it from the side, in and back. What is typical is that you're trying to do a hyperextension in your lower back, but using your core muscle to keep that position. So going from in and opening up, getting a bit of a squeeze between your shoulder blades, and inhaling, opening up, and exhaling, chin in, and 4 more to go, opening up, 4 and in again. Yep, so very good. 2 more, opening up and in. Very good. Trying to stay in this position, opening up. So now we're trying to keep your lower back in the same position. So every time we're moving a leg up, it's tempting to do this, but not us, because we are engaging our core muscle, lifting up. So keep going up, keeping that nice alignment, chin in and chest up to keep the position. You can also support here next to your chair, opening up, back down again. And maybe you want to do a little bit more of a challenge, straight leg, back down, shoulders nice and relaxed, keeping your core muscle working. And of course, this is an easy exercise if you just let go, that everybody can do kicking here, but we are doing this with a good quality, lifting ourselves up for another 4, back down again. Inhaling, relaxing your shoulders, back down. 2 more to go on each. Keeping yourself sitting up in a proper position. 1 more, lifting and back. Getting out to a good distance between your leg, moving from one side to the other one. So try to keep your glute glued to the chair. Inhaling and use your upper body to do the reaching out. In and back to the other side, using your core muscle. Inhaling and exhaling, reaching a little bit further out. 4 more. 4 and reaching. 3. Chin in. 2 and 1 more on each. Yeps. Moving your arms up and back down. Inhaling. If you can do a little bit more of a challenge, we are standing up, reaching up, sitting back down again. Inhaling, reaching up, squeezing a glute muscle, and inhaling on the way up, going back down again, lifting, squeezing, for another 4. Back down again, and 3, and you can just continue sitting, and 2 more, reaching up. The body loves to be stretched out. 1 final 1, and getting up and back down to a sitting position. If you have a chair with a back support, you want to sit to the side, lifting your legs up, making a little bit of a flexion in our lower back, and we are gonna lift off with our feet, back down again. Lifting. If this is a little bit too challenged, you can do this sitting alternative between your right and your left leg. If you need a little bit more challenge, you go further down, back in again, keeping your chin in, inhaling and exhaling, and keep that little support, reaching up, back down again, engaging your core muscle, of course, little bit of a flexion of our lower back, going for another 4 and 3, 2 and 1 more, lifting up, getting up to a nice sitting position, lifting our chest up, stretching out in our lower back, and getting those shoulders back. Hands on our thighs, and we are just gonna look to one side, making a circle, opening up, looking to the other side. So this is what I see in my daily life as a physiotherapist, that we have a less range of motion in our neck. So make this to get your neck moving, and you can also start out by doing a less range of motion. And 1 more for each side, lifting up, looking back and in the middle and back up again, moving those shoulders back, and we are ready for a little bit of a stretch to end this session off. Pointing your hands in front of you, leaning back a little bit and reaching in front of you, and reaching up, straight position up. Keep that left arm up, right arm on your chair, leaning over to the right side. If you have an issue with your shoulders, you can go back down here and do the same stretch, or maybe you just want to lean it over here, keeping that chin in. Back up to center and to the other side, stretching up, trying to keep your butt sitting nice and tight, keeping your chin in. Back up, right leg in front of us, hands on our thighs, lifting up and get a good stretch in your hamstring muscle, keeping your toe up. If it feels better to be standing, you can do that. You can do that with a little bit of support, getting your butt back. And use your inhale. And as we exhale, we go a little bit further into the stretch, feeling it in your back of your thigh, all the way down, keeping your toe up, and getting up to a straight position, getting the other leg in front, standing or keep sitting. So lifting that chest up, not flexing in your lower back. Hands on your thighs and feeling it, the stretch all the way up. Try to keep that toe up even though it feels a little bit uncomfortable. It should be feeling the stretch, but not if it feels as comfortable as you stop breathing. And up again, getting up to a standing position. Hands, or you can rest your buttocks on your chair, or else you just lift off, pressing those knees out to the side, feeling your inner thigh, getting a nice firm stretch. Hands on your thighs and rolling all the way up. Moving your chair a little bit around. Grab one leg and getting up here. If this is too much, you can just rest your foot on the chair. Maybe you want to have something for support, bringing your hips forward and getting a nice stretch from all the work lifting and using a hip flexor. So either here or standing here. Loose elbow, tight in your core muscle, and alternative to the opposite leg. Maybe supporting, maybe challenge your balance. Or maybe let your foot rest on the chair, sit on the chair. And ease off. Very good. Inhaling as we're reaching up. Exhaling as we go back down again. Bring those arms out. 2 more. And a good thing about YouTube is you could put this on a pause, do the full session, or maybe just some of it. And reaching up and go back down again. Very good. So working your entire body for approximately 25 minutes. Thank you for joining me. If you feel like this is your level of exercising, you can look for the Physio Fit exercises here on my channel. If you feel like getting anything out of this, please subscribe for free. Give it a thumb up, and hopefully I will see you in the future. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and take good care and enjoy life. Bye. Thank you.